everyone, it's Atara from Eyeshadow and Company, and welcome to my channel. If you get some time, or since you have time, hit the subscribe button so you could be notified when new videos are posted. So today we are doing a pumpkin spice eye look. This is just in time for Thanksgiving, so that's for those who live in the United States and celebrate Thanksgiving, which is soon. I just thought that this was a nice, fun, semi-soft yet bright look to wear with your Thanksgiving outfit. So hope you guys like it and stay tuned for this look. Take a peek.
Basic idea is that there's a groove that I can follow. It's exactly right from right from right. Exactly right from right.
So my eyebrows and eyes are already prepped, meaning that I shaped my eyebrows. I used concealer and I set the concealer with some translucent powder. I'm able to do this for this look because I know the eyeshadows that I'm going to use from the Morphe and James Charles palette, they are able to work on a surface that is set with powder. If I'm using the Juvia's Place, not foundations, the Juvia's Place eyeshadows, they tend not to blend well when you set your eyes with powder. Once you set your concealer with powder, I've noticed not getting the true color I need to get with them. So the trusted palette that I always use is the James Charles palette. And as I said, my eyes are already set and we're just gonna jump in. I'm gonna start with a soft brown as a transition color, and then we're gonna move into a little bit of a smoky on the end, and then we're gonna do a half cut crease to bring that orange in and a nice blend to give you that pumpkin spice look. Now, I'm not gonna spend time to do foundation today. That's not a priority because of course no one wants long videos, right? So I'm trying my best to find a way to do short videos with emphasis on what's really necessary. So again, I'm gonna use the blending brush from my metallic blue brush line, Eyeshadow and Company, and let's get with this soft brown. Gonna start tapping it. This is your corner of your eye, and then you go across to what is called the crease, or above the crease of your eye, and just tap really nicely by tapping. Gives you that nice airbrush soft look. Now, I will admit that these soft looks are a challenge for me. If any of you guys have seen my Instagram, I'm all about bright colors, dramatic. Like, that's, you know, carnival makeup is my thing. And even though there's a distinction between daytime looks and nighttime looks, to me, nighttime looks is all day for me. So by doing this channel, I'm really pushing myself to start from the bottom, which is the nice, you know, nude or the nice soft glam looks before I hit with that impact dramatic look. So just gently tapping and placing that brown there, and then when it's time to do the cut crease, I'm definitely gonna, you know, zoom in for that. This is a transition color, so you want it, you know, not necessarily close to your skin color, but you know, it could be a little dark, you know. Now, I'm also gonna try a look sometime in the future where there's no transition color. You could do a monochromatic what do you call it? A monochromatic. It just slipped my mind. Okay. Just a monochromatic look using one of the same color throughout the eye, and that way, you know, you don't use 3 or 4 or 5 or 6 different colors. So it just slipped my mind. Mind you, it is early in the morning and I'm trying to film, so bear with me. I'm gonna put some more tapping. And I really like how the eyeshadow on a powdered set eye really fits. This James Charles palette, they work really, really well with set eyes. So now that's done, I'm gonna take my angled blending brush from the Unicorn collection. Dun, dun, dun. I'm gonna go in with a darker brown. So remember, pumpkin spice colors are, you know, orangey, browns, you know, that kind of thing. So that's what I'm trying to blend. You know, gold, you could throw that in there. And why pumpkin spice is because Thanksgiving is coming up for those of you that live in the United States, and this is like a nice look to wear to a little Thanksgiving family dinner or lunch. I know because of COVID, things have kind of slowed down and, you know, not much gatherings are going on. But if you do go out with family members, and go out, I mean, as into their home, you know, you have a nice eye look to wear. So let me just get in here closer. I'm just gonna tap in. This is a nice dark brown. It's not black, it's just a dark brown. So the angle part of the brush allows you to place it and move, because you still want to get that airbrush look. So the thing with doing these smoky eyes is to try to get both sides to match each other. And you know what? Sometimes it don't work out like that. And it's not noticeable, not a big deal. Okay? Just, we gotta get out of this, everything have to look exactly the same. Sometimes it don't, and that's okay. You will live, you know? So I'm layering a little bit of this dark brown on the transition brown that we did already. This is real soft for me. Whew. Because y'all know I want to get deep into this color here. So you're placing and you're just tapping out just on the corners here, not full circle. And then I'm gonna just come off camera, zoom in so we could do the cut. So to do cut crease, it's not a full cut crease, it's gonna be a half cut crease. I am going to use the LA Girl Pro Concealer in white. I'm sure you guys could see this, right? By using a white concealer base, it helps you, or primer. If you have a white matte primer, that could also help, but I like the concealer because it's able to move. Sometimes with a primer, it's too thick and you can't get the right movements with it. So with a white base on medium to dark skin, it helps bright colors like the orange and the light greens and sometimes blues and stuff like that to pop on our skin color. If you are lighter skin color, you probably would not need this white base. So little tricks of the trade. So to do this half cut crease, so I put some here. Gotta make sure it's nice and thick. And then I look up. So now I have a guide, right? That's a little trick. You can hand draw it as well, which we're still gonna do, but this is a little trick to give you a guide into how to do your half cut crease. Did I have to do a half cut crease for you guys? Yes and no. This again is just a mixture of beginner and advanced. So I like the cut crease and the half cut crease, which we won't always do. But putting the eyeshadow above your eye crease just gives you more emphasis on the eyeshadow versus just placing it without the cut crease. Like you're able to really see the shape and the look and the feel of the eyeshadow once you do a cut crease. So once I place that in there, it's technically half, but I'm putting it on diagonally, and then I would spread that out. So I am going to use, this is a flat angle brush from the Metallic Double N Blue collection from my makeup brush line, and I'm just gonna gently tap out the concealer. We're not trying to move it too much. We just want to stay in that half area there. Concealer is still slightly wet, which is a really good base to put the eyeshadow on, and it's gonna be orange eyeshadow. Then we're gonna blend some of that dark brown again to get that little transition from the orange into that dark brown. So I'm gonna come off camera, do the other eye to save some time, and then we're just gonna jump in with the orange. This camera is shaking. Both eyes are half cut crease. I am going to use an orange from Sugar Pill, Addicted to Pretty. This is like a long time eyeshadow palette that I've had. I've had two sets. It's this one that has orange, yellow, red, and plum, which is purple, and the other one I think it's blue, green, white, and pink. Now Sugar Pill is very pigmented, and I realized that you get the true color that you're trying to use. Now with the with the James Charles palette, there is an orange, but it's not as bright. It may be best for you, but I think I'm compromising right now by doing a very, very simple smoky eye. I need some brightness. So anyway, I am going to use my eyeshadow brush from the double-ended brush set, Metallic Blue Collection. Check it out. Dana Shell and Company. Taking this orange and placing it, pressing it. See that there? Do you see that? And you're gonna follow the shape of that half moon cut crease that you did. Now you're still gonna leave some space because you want to do some blending. Is this too bright for y'all? Oh well. But I want y'all to see how you get that true color on your eyes. Try it. You're not gonna die. Follow that cut crease. Nice. Still leaving some space so you can blend that brown in. Tap. Tap, tap, tap. Now go back to that brush that had some brown on it. And we're just gonna blend. Does this look like a pumpkin spice or pumpkin pie to you yet? It will. Just make sure you get, if you see any missing pieces, just tap that in. Go back and blend. Soft, gently blend. Then I'm gonna do the other eye. I'm just gonna come off camera, do the other eye, and then we're gonna go in with some eyeliner and figure out. Actually, I'm gonna do the eyeliner off camera and all of that. Let's save some time. And then lips. I'll figure out lips because I'm thinking of different colors and I'm really not trying to be out there, but I want to be out there with the lip colors. So I'll be back. I'm done with the other eye. I'm actually going to show you the eyeliner. Today I'm not going to do a dramatic eyeliner, which is like that sharp, diagonal cut eyeliner, but this time I'm just going to do a tight line. Then I'm going to come off camera, do lashes, do the foundation, and then figure out the lips. So I'm using the Wet n Wild Mega Liner. I could have used Suva Beauty with their gel liner, but I don't feel like using that today. So tight line as close to the lash line as possible. I'm doing that only because I want to show the colors. Now I could show the colors by cutting it diagonally as well, but with this I just want to give it more of what you're seeing versus the eyeliner, you know? Talk about thin. Same side, not same side, next side. So I will let this dry, and then I am going to put on lashes, foundation. I'll tell you about foundation, and then figure out lips after. So I'm back, and I decided that I am not going to put lashes on because I forgot I'm challenging myself to just do a semi-simple look. And I thought, what about people who don't want to wear lashes with their look? And I chose to put on mascara instead. Now, I still wanted my eyes to pop, so I did put some black eyeliner underneath. You could use brown, or you could use whatever color you want. But again, pumpkin spice is a gradient of browns, oranges, and black is just really to make it pop a little bit more. So I'm like a bald eagle right now because I don't have natural lashes that are long, but we just gonna roll with it because I said, you know what, no lashes today. However, I did put on foundation, and what I wanted to mention to you guys is that With this look, if you're going to do full face foundation and you are going to wear a mask, to prevent minor transfer of your foundation and set powder onto your mask, please invest in a really good setting spray. I have had Urban Decay, I've had Sasha Cosmetics, I've had other setting sprays, but the one setting spray that I use for Carnival that doesn't really move, I don't have anyone complaining that, you know, the makeup wash off, unless what you prime your skin with in the beginning was like an oil and it caused the foundation to slide. That's something different, but please invest in a good setting spray. I have noticed Ben Nye Final Seal, if you guys can see that. Let me try this, like this don't even work. Anyway, put in that hand behind the bottle thing. I find that don't. Anyway, go on Amazon, look for Ben Nye Final Seal Setting Spray. It smells like alcohol, or it smells like mouthwash, but it's not. But it sets your foundation in place. It's a little bit sticky when it first goes on, but girl, that thing dries and you have like little to no transfer of your makeup. I think Mehron, Mehron, also makes a final seal type of setting spray. You could look into that, but I have found that the Urban Decay All Nighter, that didn't work for me. So I don't know what All Nighter they're talking about. I ain't putting no shade on nobody. I mean, I don't know how your formula is, but again, invest in a really good setting spray, because we are living in a time where face masks, I guess, depending on where you live, face masks are mandatory. Now, what I wanted to do right now is to show you guys, okay, I didn't contour anything, but I did set my foundation in place, and I wanted to put some highlight. And you're saying, well, if you're wearing a face mask, do you need highlight? Yes and no. It depends where you place your highlight. Now, of course, in placing your highlight, you could go as low as where you cut your contour, or you could just put it really high up by your eyes. So I'm gonna do it in a case where if you're not wearing a face mask because you're around family members who are COVID free, how it would look, and then I could just take it up a little bit more. So what I'm going to use is the fan brush from the Unicorn collection for Anna Shell and Company makeup brush line. I am actually using an eyeshadow because I really like the consistency and brightness of this highlight. Of course, there are actual highlight powders that you could use, but I am choosing to use one of the colors from the Violet Voss Rainbow collection, and you'll see what I mean, because on my nice brown skin, I just like how that gold looks. So I'm taking the fan brush, dipping it a little bit. Make sure that's the only color, because last time it touched up purple and I had like dark purple highlight. We didn't want that. Take your fan brush and, how should I say this, windshield wipe. So I'm gonna do it if you're not wearing a face mask, which is right here on your cheekbone. I should have zoomed in, right? Oh, girl, look at that tongue. Windshield wipe. Now, if you are wearing a face mask, you're gonna take it up. Oh God, I love this. Woo! Listen. I know I'm watching the wrong side of the phone camera, but whatever. You see that? Blend this in, guys. Blend this in. Oh, look at that glorious shine. Oh, and this is an eyeshadow, by the way. This is not a highlighter, okay? Let me see if I can get it on the other side here. I know some of y'all ain't trying to shine bright, but I mean, come on. Come on. Okay, let me not put pressure on you. You don't have to shine bright. You can just put a little bit. But I love how this looks on my brown skin or black skin, whichever you want to use. But I think that's great. Nice and light. And you just, you blend it in. Windshield wipe. I think this side have a little bit more, but let me not touch it. And I am going to come back and we're just going to do lips. I was thinking of doing an orange lip. I was thinking of doing a green lip. I was thinking of doing a dark brown lip, a maroon lip. And I was like, you know what? Let me keep it simple and do a nude lip. So hold 1 second. And again, focus is on the lips. So for brown, dark brown, black skin, medium skin, you want to use plum or browns to line your lip. Sometimes you may not need to line your lip, but in this case, because I'm using a nude color, what is considered nude, and that's another topic, because nude for a very dark person may not be the nude that I'm using. So that's something else we would definitely talk about. But today I'm using a brown that has it says cinnamon raisin. And if you think about well, first of all, if you think about cinnamon has, if you look properly, variations of brown. If you look at a raisin is dark, but it's really more purpley, dark purpley. Our medium brown dark skin has those types of tones. We work well with purples and blues and stuff like that. So you want to get a lip liner that's either on the plum side or on the brown side, but not like a reddish brown. Well, it could be depending on, you know, that's a whole other thing. Let's stick to topic. Okay, so I'm gonna line my lips. My lips are not dry. I just needed to lick. So this brown that I'm putting on, not too much of a differentiation. You could see, right? You could see. Now my lip has different pigments on it. Not sure how I got it like that. I don't know. But this definitely has no melanin. So if I'm in the sun too long, this will get charred, burned, and I would have myself a lip sore. So I'm very protective of that area. So you see, people have imperfections. I don't have one color lip. I have different tones on my lip, and I am still living. Let me stop playing with you. What is that? What is this? Sorry. I thought it was something else. Okay. Now, when you're lining your lips, you want to go closer in. Kind of like contour. Because if you have large lips, you don't want to just line and then have the lip color all the way to the end. It's going to look very weird. That's another topic we are going to cover. How to line your lips properly when you have large lips. So, I'm just filling this in here. Same thing for the top. Filling in the sides. Okay, I am going to use, y'all would think I have shares in Wet n Wild. I do not. They're very affordable and I just like some of their products. So in Wet n Wild, I'm using the color Bare It All. And this has a slight pink undertone to it, so it works well for me as a nude. As I said, if you're a darker complexion, you may need a different type of nude, and that we could always discuss. But you know what? Juvia's Place have a really good breakdown of the different types of nudes that go with your skin color. So we contoured our lip kinda. I'm gonna place this. The reason why I did that, again, because this is a nude color. If I paste that at the end, you know, all the way to the end, it's not going to look cute. So placing this color, so you see it technically is a nude, so it's covering up my pink side of my lip that clearly is missing some melanin. And I'm only putting it to the middle, so I'm like making that heart shape right here, the curve, and right in the middle, right? So this is nude for me. And then I'm going to gloss it up. Any gloss you have. This is from Victoria's Secret. I've had this for a while. Tap it. Oh, yeah. So, nude lips. At least nude for me. So I guess if you're my complexion or so, you could work with this type of nude color. So I'm gonna swirl it around, and then I'm gonna put some earrings on, put on my nice little dress because I'm going to Thanksgiving lunch, and take some pictures. And yeah, so this is a pumpkin spice look using different browns and a nice orange, and to not make the look too dramatic and too much full of color, which I wanted to, I did a nice nude lip. So thank you guys for watching, and see you soon.